Hi, I'm Steph, your resident lazy gal. I'm 24 years old, work from home, and am probably one of the laziest people you will ever meet. I wake up at midday, spend thousands of dollars a month on food delivery, and couldn't run a mile to save my life. To be perfectly honest, my life is a bit of a mess right now. So, over the next month, I'm taking on 4 week-long challenges designed to kick my butt back into line. From living off $50 a week to resetting my sleeping pattern, it's gonna be a hell of a ride. There will be tears, but hopefully it will all be worth it. Welcome to the Lazy Gal Diaries.
I don't want to do this.
This week's challenge to the regular person would probably seem to be the easiest challenge of them all. You could not be further from the truth. Everyone who has ever known me throughout life, from literally kindergarten through to now, will tell you the exact same thing. I have a warped sleeping pattern. Going to sleep for me is just the worst idea. It just doesn't sound like a good time.
My therapist has decided that the biggest issue that is causing all of my issues is my sleeping pattern, and that apparently, who knew, going to bed at 4 or 5 a.m. and waking up around midday to 1 o'clock is not a good way to live your life, and it is not a good way to keep your mental health healthy.
I avoided doing this challenge for probably about 2 weeks. I put it off and I put it off for so long because I was so anxious about starting it.
It's been like a week and a half and I haven't done a single challenge because I've been so scared to start this one. Like, I don't know what it is about sleep for me, but sleep just... The idea of actually having to go to sleep before I'm ready freaks me out because I don't like being alone with my own thoughts.
But I cannot deny that there are some very obvious benefits to getting up in the morning and actually having a routine throughout your day and then going to bed at an earlier time. So I was up for the challenge. This is the Lazy Gal Diaries. I'm not allowed to be lazy during the Lazy Gal Diaries.
The challenge is starting tomorrow. It is starting tomorrow. Tonight will be my last night of 4 a.m. and I'm gonna make the most of it because I really do enjoy going to bed at 4 a.m. Fuck my life.
So as usual, you guys know the drill. There are rules to this challenge. The very first rule was I had to be awake by 7:30 in the morning. No buts, no more snoozes. I had to be awake by 7:30. This may seem like a totally reasonable time for you, but like I kind of usually get out of bed around like 11 o'clock in the morning. So imagine if all of a sudden you had to get up at 3 a.m. That's what I'm doing. Rule number 2 was that I couldn't stray from my bedtime routine. I had to be in bed at 10:30 at night every single night with my phone. I was allowed 30 minutes to scroll on my phone on my laptop, but then at 11 o'clock, all technology had to go away. I was allowed to read a book. From 11:30, it's sleep time. Lights out, time to go to sleep. Sounds like a nightmare. Rule number 3 was absolutely no caffeine whatsoever. This had to be 100% a natural sleep cycle. The aim was to be tired by the end of the day, so if I was constantly drinking coffee, it was not going to help me out with that at all.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to day 1 of my sleep challenge.
Day number 1 was interesting. So I went to sleep the night before at around 3 a.m. So I think I had about 4 hours sleep, if that. Actually, I think I had 3 hours sleep.
So it is currently 10 a.m. on morning 1 and all my emails were done by 9. I'm dressed, I'm ready, I'm showered, and usually I wouldn't even be like waking up yet.
I didn't really have that much trouble getting up. Getting up has never been my problem. It's more the going to sleep process. But day 1 already, let me tell you, I was so shocked by how much I got done.
Anyway, I now have the entire day ahead of me. I have so much time, which is something I'm not used to. I usually wake up and I'm like, oh shit, I have no time left to do anything. I'm gonna go to the post office, I'm gonna clean my room, I'm gonna do some washing, I'm gonna edit my first Lazy Gal video, and yeah. Go team.
Later.
Today's episode of Lazy Gal Diaries is brought to you by this lovely pile of washing that I haven't put away yet, that I will probably sleep next to. So it is 6:30 p.m. and I've been trying to do a bit of cleaning up plus a bit of editing, and I've just realized I have 4 hours left before I'm supposed to be in bed. Like, there are not enough hours in the day. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about the sleeping arrangement tonight because...
So I came up with this idea that I was going to create like a bedtime ritual, nighttime routine, like the ones you watch on YouTube that are totally unrealistic.
So it is currently 9:43. It is 45 minutes until I'm supposed to be in bed without my phone. I've made myself a tea. I don't even drink tea. This is herbal, this is peppermint, no caffeine. And I'm just gonna take my makeup off. I've brushed my teeth already and I'm just trying to like get into the zone of going to sleep.
Before this week, I never really had a morning ritual, and I also definitely didn't have a bedtime ritual. I kind of just like kept on doing whatever I was doing until I was ready to fall asleep.
Bye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Phone is now on airplane. So now I'm just gonna attempt to tire myself out with a book. Hopefully it's not a good one.
Attempting to fall asleep that first night was really, really hard. It took me, I think, about an hour and a half-ish to fall asleep.
It's 11:30 and my light is going off. Wish me luck. I hate this so much. I've missed you. You won't believe it, I've woken up at 6:50 naturally on morning number 2. Last night was very annoying. I did manage to get to sleep, but I woke up every like hour. So it's nearly 4 AM and I've woken up like 50 times tonight. I can't stay asleep, it's so frustrating.
I woke up so many times that night. Like, I remember looking at the clock every hour, pretty much on the hour.
My dreams were so all over the place. I think I was just constantly in this state of like not deep sleep because I kept waking up. So I feel like I'm gonna be really tired today. Anyway, we'll soon find out. I can't believe I've woken up naturally before 7 on morning 2.
Day 2, I got so much done. It is absolutely crazy how much work I got done that day.
It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I have like filmed a video, I have done all my emails, taken the garbage out. I've been doing like a massive PR haul over here on Instagram, like, why did I not get onto this earlier?
The only thing was that I was getting super, super tired in the afternoon, and I was finding it hard to sort of comprehend the fact that I was allowed to stop working in the evening.
I just hit a wall. I feel so tired. I just want a nap, which does not happen to me at all in the afternoons. Like, this is a new thing for me. I never get tired during the day. I'm legit so tired. I feel really out of whack not having energy right now because this is like a time of day that I would usually be doing lots of things. It's very confusing for my head. Like, this is my usual work time.
The first couple of days I was so fixated on the clock, like I was just counting down before I had to go to bed. I was so worked up about it. I didn't even want to eat dinner, I was so worried. I was like, that's gonna take up a whole hour of my day and I don't have time for that. It was a massive like mental F. It was a mental F.
Well, here we are again. I just finished up editing a video. I've been working since like 9 o'clock this morning. I've like barely stopped. I've like stopped for meals and that's all. I feel like it's a good tactic to just wear myself out by just working really hard throughout the day. I'm just going to put on the new episode of Handmaid's Tale and then have my tea that I don't even like and then just follow on with the same situation as last night and see how it goes.
So I watched an episode of The Handmaid's Tale that night and it was really hard to just watch one episode because I was a little bit behind, but the fact that I couldn't keep going just made me so like I have a really addictive personality and the fact that I had to stop and go to sleep just really frustrated me.
I'm so bored. I'm so tired and I'm so bored. I hate going to bed.
I was literally just acting like a stubborn teenager being like,
no, I don't want to go to bed, Mum.
But to myself.
I feel like I'm wasting my active brain. Hey Google, set an alarm for 7 AM. I hate this. I can't sleep. This sucks. For some reason I'm finding it a lot harder to wake up this morning than the last 2 mornings. You guys are really getting me at my best here, aren't you?
So day 3 was the day that shit hit the fan. There seems to be an ongoing theme where on day 3 or 4, something really dramatic happens and I get really emotional.
I have so much to do today. I'm actually really nervous about not being able to get it done in time.
I had told everyone that my very first Lazy Gal video was going to be up the morning after, and me, being typical me, had been procrastinating for so long, and I totally didn't realize how long this video was going to take me to edit. These Lazy Gal videos are so much more work than my usual makeup tutorials.
A lot of the time I end up usually editing through the night, so like I won't finish editing until like sometimes 5:30 in the morning, and then I upload at 6:30. So oftentimes I am actually still awake when my videos go live, which is ridiculous.
So this is where the problem begins. I very quickly realized that I wasn't going to have enough time in my daylight hours to finish editing the video, and it got to bedtime and it wasn't done.
I fucked up. I just ordered McDonald's because I've been editing all day and I'm really stressed about this upload tomorrow. So I'm partially comfort eating, but then also I wanted to get a caffeinated beverage, just a Coke Zero, to get me through. And I just realized I'm not supposed to be doing this. But I need it. I am honestly starting to think that today is going to be the very first day that I have actually not succeeded, because I have so much work to do before tomorrow morning and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it done. Like, what's more important, getting the Lazy Gal Diaries actually up on YouTube or to do the challenges correctly? Like, that's where I'm at right now. I'm actually starting to freak out. There is absolutely no way I'm getting to bed on time tonight. The sun is starting to go down and I have so much left to do. This really sucks.
So, as the CEO of Lazy Gal Industries, I made an executive decision and I decided that I was gonna stay up and I was gonna get it done, because a lazy gal who's trying to not be a lazy gal doesn't quit. And I didn't sleep that night at all until about 9 AM the next morning. I officially chucked an all-nighter in the middle of my sleep challenge.
I'm so tired, I want to cry. But there's literally nothing I can do. Like, I've been working so hard on this. I've never put so much time into something ever. I never thought I'd say this, but I just want to go to bed. This is my third caffeinated beverage of the night. Just me checking in at 2 AM. The end is not in sight. This is what you look like when you've been awake for 24 hours straight. Oh my god. The sun is up, but so is my video, so that's okay.
I was honestly so disappointed in myself. This was the very first challenge that I've not completed 100%, and to only get 3 days was pretty shitty.
Is it even worth taking my makeup off and trying to do the whole routine? I don't think so. I'm gonna sleep for a few hours and then pick it back up tonight.
To be honest, I had a horrible day that day. I considered quitting the challenge and starting again and just quitting the entire series, because, you know, that's me.
Blinds are down. Did my face routine. I am going to sleep for, I think, maybe 3 hours. Oh, this is the worst. Like, 2 nights good and now I've gone and messed it up. Damn it. It just sucks because I'm like wide awake now. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. It is officially 4 o'clock in the afternoon on day 4, and I'm just starting day 4. I really slipped into a bad habit yesterday. It just took so much time to edit that video and I wasn't expecting it to take that long, but the response has been amazing, so I'm really happy about that. Let's get back into this tonight.
I ended up sleeping from about 9 AM till 4 PM. And then I got up and then I went about my day, and then 8 hours later I was expected to go back to sleep again.
You guys are literally seeing me so attractive in these videos. It's so funny. My hair is oily as F. I've got pimples all over my face, my eyebrows don't exist, and I'm in my pajamas. Yay, in a really messy room. Like, social media is always so like perfected. Nah, not this. Not this series. And here we find the lazy gal in her natural habitat. In bed eating Thai food at 10 o'clock at night. I am going to try and be asleep by midnight. I know it's half an hour later, but I'm so whacked out. I'm definitely waking up the same time as normal tomorrow. No buts about it. It is happening tomorrow, but oh, it's just been a mess of a 24 hours. That's what happens when I'm left to my own devices. I can't be trusted. Oh my god, Singapore noodles are so good. So it's currently 11:15 at night, and I'm supposed to be not on my phone anymore. I was literally ready to give up and put a movie on and just relax. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm sticking to this challenge. I've already messed up one night. I'm not going to mess up a second. I'm not going to mess up the entire week. I'm going to be lying here staring at the ceiling, but you know what? That's okay. Because it's all part of the challenge.
The good news was that night I only woke up twice.
Buenas noches, chicas. Good morning. I woke up 2 times last night, so that is less than the nights before. I felt really disoriented. I just kept waking up like it was meant to be morning. 2 times is less than 4 times, and 4 times is less than 12 times. So it took me ages to get to sleep though, like so long. I was just like lying there. I reckon I didn't get to sleep until about 1:30. Currently halfway through my sleeping pattern week, and I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an example of how messy I can get. This is nothing. What is that? That has been there for so long that it smells. Hear that sound? That's my bath running.
One of my favorite late night things to do is to have a bath, like to have a proper pamper evening, and it usually for me happens at around midnight. I'll shave my legs, I'll put a face mask on, and I will literally just sit in the bath for like 2 hours and just soak.
I love baths. Anyway, I have baths really, really late, and I can't do that at the moment. So it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm gonna have a bath now.
One eternity later.
Ew. Hey guys, welcome to day, God, what are we on now? 5, end of day 5. I'm doing a face mask. I am currently stewing in fake tan, and now I'm just popping on a sparkly mask. I'm gonna read a book, drink some tea, and go to bed. This is what my life has come to. Oh, you don't even want to know. There's my McDonald's from the other day. You guys didn't believe me when I said I was lazy and messy, did you? Catching up on my Spanish lessons before bed.
Also, lo siento to anyone who speaks Espanol. I am learning Spanish and I have been doing Duolingo every single night before I go to sleep. So if I butcher all of your words, apologies in advance.
Yo no aprendo español.
Yo no aprendo español.
I don't.
No
Aprendo. Oh my god, I learned the word aprendo today. I aprendoed the word aprendo. My tan hand is a total different color to my face.
For me, day 6 was definitely the hardest. I found it to wake up. I had a massive wave of anxiety the night before.
I got really anxious last night for some reason. I just started thinking about things that I shouldn't be thinking about, like money, which I don't have very much of at the moment, and I got a bit stressed out, so then I kind of like allowed myself to stay on my phone for a bit longer. I think I put everything down at about 12:30, so I was like an hour late last night, which I shouldn't have done, but my head was just like not in it. But it's actually crazy how much more tired I am this morning.
I also had a really big event that day with Dior, and it was so incredibly exhausting. It wasn't on until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But by the time that event was over, I'd had a few champagnes and I was just so tired, and I was so pissed off that I was tired.
I'm finding it really hard to come to terms with the fact that I want to go to sleep right now and it's only 6 o'clock. Like, I'm finding it really hard to accept that I'm getting tired earlier. I don't like it. It doesn't feel natural to me.
5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm usually quite, you know, hyper and ready to do things, and all of a sudden I was just struggling and just wanted to go to bed. I understand that for the sleep challenge, that's actually a win because it means that my body clock is sort of slowly turning around, but I wasn't very happy with the fact that I was tired and I didn't want to be tired.
I kind of feel like for the sleep challenge, 1 week isn't enough. I don't feel like tomorrow is day 7 and I don't feel accomplished. I feel just tired and like I don't feel like I finished the challenge. At the end of the food challenge and at the end of the exercise challenge, I was just feeling so euphoric and happy and like on top of the world, like I could do anything. I was so proud of myself. But at the end of this challenge, I just feel kind of shitty. But also this is the first challenge that I've actually kind of failed. The last 2 nights have been a little bit of a stuff around.
But I will say I stuck to the challenge that night. It went perfectly smoothly. I was asleep by 11:30.
Night, guys. It is 11:26 p.m. on night number 6 and I am going to sleep. So good night, everyone.
To be honest, day 7 I don't really have much to tell you about. Day 7 went really smoothly. Waking up was a little bit rough, but still I woke up, it wasn't too hard. It was like my brain knew I had to wake up. I got a lot of work done that day as well. I was definitely working a lot harder than I've ever worked before because I had more hours in my day. I do feel more productive when I'm working during sunlight hours, which I didn't think would be the case, but it has totally been the case. Day 7, everything just sort of went smoothly.
It's officially the very last night that I get to say goodnight to you guys. It is day 7 right now. It's 10 o'clock at night. I just got back from a movie premiere. I had to leave early.
I'm the type of person who's literally the last person to leave the party. I will stay for as late as physically possible to every event I go to. It was really weird for me to not be like, where are we going for drinks now? And to be like, I'm going home now. Good night.
It's probably a good thing because it means that I didn't stay out and drink heaps, which is obviously not good for you anyway. But yeah, it's the last night, guys. I'm about to go to bed. This is weird. Even though it's the last night that I'm going to be saying goodnight to you guys, I'm actually not ending this challenge today. I'm going to be continuing it for the next week because I feel like I haven't quite made it a habit yet. It's been such an intense change for me and it's such a shock to my system that I haven't really been able to pick it up well. But I know it takes 21 days to make a habit, so I'm going to try and keep at it for as long as possible.
It is definitely going to take longer than a week to change a sleeping pattern that has been ingrained in me since I was a child. Obviously, I couldn't expect this to happen overnight. I couldn't expect this to happen in 7 days, and it didn't happen in 7 days. The other challenges became quite, you know, natural by the end of the week, but this one was still quite a challenge.
But yeah, it's gonna feel really weird to not like wake up and straight away have to talk to a camera. You guys are getting me at all stages and it has been so refreshing. So thank you so much for coming along and thank you so much for not being mean and accepting me for being the way I am because, you know, we're all human. Anyway, I'm gonna go and start my bedtime routine and try and get to bed in the next hour. So, day 7. This has been the hardest challenge yet.
On morning 8, the whole point of the challenge is to not set an alarm and to see what time you wake up naturally. Surprisingly, I woke up just in time.
Guys, it's the morning after the sleep challenge and the whole point of the challenge is that you're supposed to do the sleep challenge for 7 days and then on the 8th day, you don't set an alarm and just check what time you wake up naturally. I did set an alarm today because I have a meeting this morning at 9 o'clock, but my alarm doesn't go off until 7 and guess what time I have woken up naturally? It's 6:54 a.m. What the hell? Does this mean my body clock has reset? To be honest, I've been waking up before my alarm every single morning. It's like my brain sort of knows that I'm meant to be getting up around this time already, but crazy. Because it takes 21 days to form a habit, I actually decided to continue going with this challenge. It has been a lot more lax, I will admit. I've kind of gotten myself back to the 1 AM time slot and waking up around 8 o'clock. And I will admit, to an extent, I've managed to maintain my nighttime routine and my morning routine, so I'm getting so much more done throughout my day. I'm feeling so much more productive. These challenges have been so helpful for me already, and I think actually the way that I've done them, starting with the food and working onto exercise and now doing sleep, has actually been a really good way to do it, because it's kind of like baby steps in fixing one problem at a time. I really hope you guys enjoyed episode 3 of the Lazy Gal Diaries. If you haven't caught up on the previous 2 episodes, I will link them in a card and also down below in the description box, because they've been a lot of fun to film. I've had such amazing, incredible, like I cannot even tell you guys how grateful I am for your feedback. It has been the most positive feedback I've ever received on my YouTube channel ever, so thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this series. I'm putting so much of myself into it. I was projecting an image to you guys that I personally was finding very hard to live up to, and that was causing a lot of stress in my life. So to have you guys accept me when I'm being 100% truly my honest self has been so good for me. I cannot even explain it to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, I would love if you could leave a thumbs up, because it lets me know that you're liking what I am doing. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought, because I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys next time with another episode of the Lazy Gal Diaries. Catch ya.